Hello students, so today we are going to start the new chapter solution. So I have made a list. According to this list we are going to proceed and understand the topics one by one. So first topic is mixture. So let us have a look at the definition of mixture. The definition says a mixture may be defined as a matter composed of two or more chemically non-reacting substances whose composition may vary and components must not lose their individual properties. What does it mean? Suppose you have taken a tumbler, a simple container. You have poured some, uh, sand, some sugar, some stone particles. Now, if no matter how good you store them, it will form a mixture in which the amount of sand, sugar, and stone particles in different portions of this mixture, will not remain the same. It will vary from place to place, but it can happen for a certain type of mixture that this proportion will be constant. For an example, if you take a tumbler, pour some water into it, and if you pour some sugar into it and stir the mixture quite well, you will find that the sugar particles will not be visible and you will get a transparent solution. That is also an example of mixture, but in this case the amount of sugar and water, the proportion of it, the ratio of it will remain same for different portions of this solution. If you consider this portion, the ratio of water, the amount of water and sugar will be something, suppose it is 2:1. If you consider this portion, the same ratio will be maintained. For this one also the same ratio will be maintained. So this is a type of mixture also. So in this type of mixture the ratio will be maintained, but in this type of mixture no such ratio is maintained. So therefore this is the definition that we have learned for mixture. But now we are talking about classification. We can classify mixtures into two types. Mixtures can be classified into two types: homogeneous and heterogeneous. I have drawn two pictures for you. You can see that in this picture these shaded balls and these unshaded balls, they are distributed more or less in the same manner. You will find the equal number of distributions and the distribution is quite uniform. But for this one the distribution is not uniform. Here these particles are quite concentrated, here also these particles are quite concentrated. If you consider this part and this part, then their ratios will become different. So therefore we have earlier seen that there are two types of mixtures. In some type of mixtures the ratio is maintained. So these come under this homogeneous mixture type. They are called homogeneous because they maintain that certain proportion of the materials. But for heterogeneous mixture that we have seen over here, that proportion is not maintained. Okay, so another important point is that for homogeneous mixture the component particles must have a size lesser than 10 to the power minus 7 centimeter. Okay, but for this type of mixture the component particles should have a size more than 10 to the power minus 7 centimeters. Okay, these mixtures, the component for these mixtures can be separated quite easily with the help of any physical process, normally physical methods. But for homogeneous mixtures they cannot be separated by normal physical methods. You need some specially equipped methods for those things. Okay, so now we are going to learn the definition of solution. The solution comes under this topic, homogeneous mixtures. Okay, so in the next video we are going to learn about solutions in detail, but as of now we are going to just focus on the basic structure of solutions. You can see that solutions come under this type of homogeneous mixtures, in which we can see that the particles, suppose we are considering a binary solution. Probably all of you are familiar with this term binary. Binary means two. So in a solution there are, in the definition of mixtures we have seen that you can mix up two or more than two components. But if you mix only two components, then the homogeneous mixture that you are getting is called a binary solution. Okay, for an example, if you can take salt plus water, there can be various examples also, like copper sulfate solution, etc. As you have already learned, in this case, no matter whatever portion you consider, the ratio of the amount of water and salt will be maintained throughout. Okay, in the next video we are going to learn about solutions and their classifications in detail and their properties. Thank you. Take care.